2025. Take a moment of silence and salute to the flag.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, councils. Ask everybody if you have cell phones, you turn them off and put them on silent, please. Roll call. Council Davis.
Present.
Council Roy.
Present.
Council James.
Present.
Council Burns.
Here.
And I am here. Excellent. First up, public comment. Yeah, talk really good into the mic, Etta.
Yeah. Good evening. Etta Zasloff from 12 Karen Drive. I'm here about the Economic Development Commission. I want to invite you all to a special meeting that we're holding on September 19th. I have an invitation for everyone. I'll hand out to you so you don't have to write it down. It's going to be here at Town Hall, starting at 5:30 till about 7. And we are inviting the entire community, all of the businesses we're making direct contact to and inviting them to come. And we're hoping to just open the conversation to talk about what kind of a vision people who are interested in economic development have. So we do have a very short presentation on smart growth for rural towns and rural communities and small towns that comes out of the EPA that one of our members has worked with. And it depends on community involvement and community buy-in to even take a look at it. So we're going to present that and just see what kind of reaction we get. We presented it to the Planning Commission at their last meeting. They were very open and interested in learning more. So we'll just see where it goes. And we're doing this as a prelude to the comprehensive plan redo that is coming up in the next year or so. You know, rather than just take the same old avenue at what we do, let's take a different stance and try to go in a positive note and not always be, we can't do this, we're not doing that. But let's just see where else we might go with it. So I sincerely invite you all to come. And it's going to be right here, September 19th. That's a Friday evening. And we'll see where it goes. Oh, and I was just wondering, we'd like to serve light refreshments. And would you be willing to foot the bill for that for maybe $75 to $100 max?
I believe I already secured that.
Oh, did you? Well, thank you, Jasmine. I'm sorry. It must have been when I was out of commission and didn't know it. So thank you very much. Appreciate it.
One more time, the date?
September 19th.
September 19th.
That's tomorrow, not Friday.
September 19th.
Oh, September. Okay. I'm thinking August.
Fine.
Okay, September 19th. Okay, thank you.
Good, love. Yep.
We want you to know about this. So before we start, we're starting to roll it out. In days.
Good.
We want you to know about first.
5:30, okay.
Very well done. Thank you.
She said 1:30. I was.
I hope so. Friday's definitely.
You've got it, right?
Anybody else public comment? Brian, anybody online?
It's a Friday, so that's not bad.
Public comment going once? All right, move forward. Approval of agenda order. Looks like we're gonna turn some stuff around.
Yeah.
Let's get through. Yeah, we'll get down to it.
What do you want me to say?
No, we'll go through. We're gonna move the consent. We're gonna go to consent. Consent.
That's different. Okay, then don't do that first.
Yep.
Okay.
Approved town council meeting minutes of August 4th, 2025. Approved monthly reports. Town clerk.
I have one correction
Okay.
on page 16 of our, I think it's a correction. Where it says Counselor Roy advised that she had received an email from Susan DeRita, who is putting this group together. She felt this was a wonderful idea. This was a community affair that was taking place all over the state. and they were looking for volunteers. It's the next sentence.
Yep.
Counselor Davis provided examples of some of the services they would, I think you need the word offer, which included. If you're going to use the words they would, you just add the word offer, and that's it. So I make a motion, we approve the consent agenda with the corrections.
Second.
Motion on the floor, second, discussion. Opposed, abstain, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, I.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
Gary, aye. Excellent, thank you, councilors. All right, so motion to approve the consent agenda. We got to move some stuff around due to the planner not being able to get on till a little bit later. So I would like to take hearings 1, the proposed zones ordinance, 3, farm wineries, and move that to
After unfinished business.
after unfinished business.
Make a motion to move the hearing, proposed zoning ordinance amendment regarding farm winery to after unfinished business.
Second.
Motion or second, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, I.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
All right, good enough. Moving forward. New business. Discuss and consider and possibly vote to make a donation in memory of Scott Bill Hurst to the Franklin Lodge, number 2020 Elm Street, Westlake, Rhode Island, 02891, or the Stonington Grange, 23 Wyethsett Road, North Stonington, Connecticut, 06359.
Did he ever have a preference?
He actually, I think he went to the, I want to say I went with him. He went to the one in Stonington a lot, but he went to the Stonington Grange a lot, but no, I take that back. He went to the one in Wesley quite a bit because I went there once or twice with him.
Yeah, you attended several dinners and other functions there.
Yeah, so I mean, it was both.
I know they're having a
Ceremony of
benefit
life, yeah.
for him.
Who is they?
Elaine Morgan is putting it on at the Elks Lodge.
This is two different, this is
That's different than the Franklin Lodge? Is it? I'm just asking.
That's Masonic Lodge on Elm Street. Yeah, that's Masonic Lodge.
Well, either one, I mean, he was always
Yeah.
involved in so many of them.
Do we want to,
Ask if there's any comments from them.
No.
Real quick? No?
do we want to split up between both? I mean, I don't know. It's up to
No,
you
you
guys.
should only give it
Just
to
do
one.
Just do one. Somebody needs to come up with a dollar amount. We did,
That I
a
don't know.
little bit of history, we did give ex-council Barbara Capalto 200 to her charity, right? In her
That
memorial.
sounds right. I mean,
Yeah, 'cause we
no,
gave it
well,
to- We gave it to the Historical
A
Society.
lot of numbers go to my head, so I don't quote me on that, but it sounds about right.
Yeah, it was, she went to the Historical Society, I remember that.
Well,
How long was she on the council?
over 10 years.
Yeah,
But I think
same.
it goes
Yeah,
for
200
Scott.
to the Franklin Lodge. That's what I'm saying. I would vote for.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
I agree.
I agree.
Okay. I make a motion that we give a donation of $200 in memory of Scott Bill Hurst to the Franklin Lodge in Westerly.
Second.
Motion over second,
James, I.
Davis, I.
Burns eye.
Roy, I.
Erie, aye. Excellent, thank you. Scott was very active, like I said, with both lodges. And again, his, Council Roy, his celebration of life is,
I'm not exactly sure when she's having it. It's on social media, but I can get that information and
Okay.
get it back to you.
because I know some people would like to attend it.
Yes.
So, yeah. All right, new business, number 2, discuss and consider and possibly vote. Yep. Well, can you look at this or something? There you go. Number 2, discuss and consider and possibly vote to approve the resolution required by the lender to allow for leasing of a DPW, Department of Public Works, custody van and a new police vehicle, which the town council had approved in the fiscal year 26 CIP budget. See pages 1 to 3. I do have a couple questions.
Sure, go ahead.
If we're leasing a custody, we're gonna do like a GSA contract, in other words. We're leasing this, okay? Who's required to do the maintenance? What happens if the custodian's driving down the road and the engine light comes on? Are they gonna give us a loaner?
Yeah,
to
this
replace
is,
that?
so this isn't like a lease, like you and I would lease like a vehicle. This is just a 3-year loan. So we pay it off over 3 years.
Okay.
So it's basically a debt service. So they go out and they find the best rates, they find a lender for us. We have the option of how many years we want to take it out for, so depending on the size and how long the asset will last. Usually with vehicles, we'll do 3 years. So in this case, we did a 3-year in the budget. But the ownership gets transferred over immediately.
Okay.
So the title, so we're immediately gonna take over ownership and they just pay it up front, and then we pay it off over 3 installments.
Just, with new cars nowadays, within the first 6 months, the engine light kicks on, it goes to the dealer and spends 2 to 3 weeks at the dealer. That's my thing.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't be, this is not that type of lease where they would have any maintenance responsibility over it. They would transfer ownership and we would be responsible for the vehicle as of day one. This is more just a loan.
Really?
So they pay it up front and then we pay it over 3 installments.
Anybody questions for the town manager?
I think it's good.
No, I'm all set.
So you want to entertain a motion?
Mr. President, I entertain a motion, not entertain, I make a motion to consider and allow the town manager to approve the 3-year lease program that he has for payback for the 2
Second.
vehicles.
Motion on the floor, second. Abstain, opposed, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, aye.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
Here, aye. There you go, Brian. All set. All right. Marita, did we get a chance to reach out to the public welfare director?
He's here.
There's,
Come on up front. Don't hide in the back. No, I mean Tina, right there.
Hi, this is coming from West Greenwich. Good evening, everyone. So I can put the flyers for the car show.
Excellent.
I've been working on it. I came in, I was doing 100 miles per hour.
You were speeding? You were speeding? Good thing Chief's not here.
Nobody's there.
So number 3, new business. Discuss regarding the structure of the Village Commons of Rhode Island. There was a flyer that came out last meeting. It's right here in the front. They do offer some stuff, but I'm going to let Councilor Davis talk about it first. I'm going to let Councilor Roy talk about it. And I'm going to let you talk about it. So Councilor Davis.
okay, hang on. So I attended the organizational meeting for Richmond Hopkinton at Elena's Ale House on August 7th. And I asked representative from the villages of Rhode Island to come in. No, yes, come up. Okay, I'll just give you a little introduction. Are you Susan? You're Caroline. Okay, that was
Come up
good.
to the mic,
She's the
please.
one. There are already, I think, 11
Yeah, I'm counting 1.
villages.
Five,
Each individual town wants to start a village that is for older residents to remain in their house. So the deal is that you have volunteers who provide services to the members, and the members can pay a variety of donations. It could be as small as $10 a month. It could be $40 a month. You choose. So that's the best part, that you decide what you think the value of this service is. And the top 3 services were going grocery shopping for someone, and taking people on rides to appointments, like medical appointments. So that at least helps. to keep you in your home and still do the things you need to do. So I asked Caroline to come and talk more. At this point, Richmond and Hopkinton are now going to be joined with Exeter. So it'll be 3 towns that'll be doing this. There, I think you said 20 volunteers and 10 members. You need that many people to say they're interested, and then you could have the village to start. And one of the other things is that there's a steering committee. You could be on a steering committee. So I'm at least I will be attending, and Tina will be attending the first couple of steering committee meetings to make sure that we're organized and doing the right thing. Okay, now, Caroline.
Thank you so much. Yes, I'm Caroline Dillon. I'm the Executive Director at the Village Common of Rhode Island. We're a 10-year-old nonprofit, and our mission is to support older adults to stay in their homes and communities safely with the help of volunteers. It's with whatever a volunteer can do. So no personal care, no dressing, no feeding, nothing like that. It's basically driving to medical appointments, helping get groceries, tech support. Volunteers will go into the home to help with setting up a new printer or teaching someone how to FaceTime with grandchildren who might be out of state. It's friendly calls and visits. Social isolation is very real with our older adult population. It's light household maintenance, mainly things like climbing a ladder to change that light bulb so it's not dark in the evenings and they don't trip and fall. It's little things like moving AC units in and out of windows, things that an older adult shouldn't safely be doing anymore. And you'll have a trained and vetted cadre of volunteers to assist these older adults to stay longer in their homes and communities. Errands are also another thing that our volunteers will do. It's a beautiful concept. It's actually 25 years old. It started in Beacon Hill, Massachusetts. There's now about 350, 400 villages across the US. Here in Rhode Island, we have 11. And we're really excited about the communities working together to create this Richmond, Hopkinton, Exeter village. So we have 3.25 FTE supporting all of the villages across the state. So we really are volunteer driven. We're not staff heavy. And it's the volunteers in the communities who sit on steering committee meetings. It's exactly as you mentioned, who help get it started, who help get it launched. And we, as the hub or the nonprofit, we helped support with the background checks, the training of volunteers, outreach with the local folks. We help put on a whole bunch of interesting and important and educational sessions, such as balance. As we age, our balance isn't as good. So keep strong, keep healthy eating, how to plan as we grow older. So there's a lot of different activities on our calendar as well for folks to join in. As she mentioned, we are a membership organization on a pay what you can basis. We recognize that every older adult has very different means and abilities to pay, but that a volunteer nonprofit with its support can be very helpful for older adults to remain in their homes and communities.
Thank you. Are there any questions from in the audience? Go ahead, Gary.
I just have a question about.
Come up.
Potential volunteers, how that would work. If I was interested in becoming a volunteer, how that would work.
Sure, thank you. So the question was about how to become a volunteer. And so we have actually volunteer applications there. So it starts with a volunteer application. Once we receive that in the office, then the next step is a background check. It's a national background check that's done online, and we can walk you through the process if anyone needs that assistance. It is an online portal. There's training, and depending on the type of volunteer activity you wish to do, there's different trainings available, all supported by the hub, by our member and volunteer coordinator. And then once you're up and running as a village, which Exeter's and Hopkinton's assistance will make it go faster, then you can start serving older adults.
Excellent. Thank you.
So if you're interested to be a volunteer, we have applications up here for you, and we have the brochure tells more about it. So if you want to be a member, you could find out more about what kind of services you could apply for.
Right, and on the back of the application, there's the instructions on how to submit. and by mail or by email if you prefer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
What's up, Council Roy?
So I have, as new to the council, when I was running, I said that I would be oversight and I would do my due diligence and I would listen to the people and all those things. And I think I've done a pretty good job of that so far, so I'm going to continue. I did also attend this event with Sharon and also Senator Elaine Morgan. And she is on the finance committee, I believe, where people get grants. And it's my understanding that this business is a 501c3. And in their website, now this is all just information for the public. I am not opposed to this. I was actually very excited and was looking forward to volunteering, although I am not now. I am not. The core values of the Village Common of Rhode Island, one of them is diversity, equity, and inclusion. I don't know about y'all, but I'm sick of that being shoved down my throat. If you need someone to train you to be a good person, you might want to think about getting that training somewhere else. Also, I believe that the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee of the TVCRI Board of Directors has written the following definitions. So I don't know if these are their definitions of diversity, equity, and inclusion, or if this is definitions that are just universal. Anyway, not necessary. Now that we have executive orders when it comes to DEI, I believe that 501c3s are not eligible for state or federal taxpayer-funded grants when they are non-compliant with the DEI executive orders. They do have several big sponsors, though. Blue Cross Blue Shield being one of them, and also Brown University. So I don't feel as though that they would need grants from taxpayer-funded money when not all taxpayers really agree with that whole thing. If they got rid of all that DEI stuff, then possibly, you know, things might change. And I don't need to go through a training or to be taught to be sensitive towards different groups of people to actually assist them. I don't care what your prerogatives are, who you are, or color you are, or what sexual orientation you are. But I don't need to wear a lanyard, which they do ask you to wear. It goes against things that conservatives believe in. And as a community, I think that it's my job to inform the community of my due diligence and the things that I have found out. With that being said, like I said, I am not opposed to this. For me personally, I would love to help the elderly, and I know there's an opt-out and, you know, this and that, but it also, if you choose to help a certain class of individuals, there's more training that you're gonna need. I don't know if it's a struggle session or if it's a sensitivity training, but I frankly am sick and tired of it. It's invaded every single aspect of our life. I don't care if you're brown, yellow, purple. If you're a good person, you're a good person. You don't need to be trained to be one. So I brought this to the attention of the council and I've printed off my findings to all 5 of them. Thank you.
That's right. So Tina, kind of maybe you could kind of tail this along a little bit, let some of our people in the community know what services they offer, maybe give them a little guidance.
The problem, good evening, everyone.
Tina, can you state who you are and your address? Pull the mic down.
Okay. I'm the Director of Public Welfare and my name is Tina Levine. Good evening. This new program that we're having, it is exciting because we get in a program with the rest of the other town And a lot of times the Wood River Health, especially in Hope Valley, there's a lot of people there that really need a lot of care and a lot of needing things for like driving,
Yeah, I mean, I
someone.
think that's, not stuff, I think that's an excellent thing where shopping, stuff like
Yes,
that,
yes.
that, that
Yeah,
aspect.
I will agree to that. I will agree to that. But the problem now, Mr. President, is I don't know how many volunteers we could get in order to facilitate this, in our town. Because right now, the Johnny Cake Center, not too many people volunteer. They have to pay some of the volunteers now because nobody wants to do anything there.
That's for everything.
Yeah, so now that my dilemma is how to get volunteers, how many I could possibly have in this town to volunteer.
Take the ball and run with it, Tina.
Yeah, so this is what I'm trying to do. I try to sell stock all the time, I said, hey, do you need to volunteer? I could do this too if I want to, I would love to do it because I love this community, but I need labor, I need people to do a right thing, But
And
it-
that's why we're having this
Yes, yes.
now,
Yes, so
at the town
that's
council.
it. But I'm
Right.
trying my best, Mr. President and the
There you are,
council.
my friend.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, Tina.
All right. Going forward. Discuss and consider and possibly vote to provide the American Legion with a proclamation in honor of their 106th anniversary. See page 5. I will read it. From the town of Hopkins, Rhode Island, from the Hopkins Town Council proclaims August 21st, 2025 as American Legion Day. In the town of Hopkins is celebrating the American Legion's 106th anniversary. The American Legion was chartered by Congress in 1919 as a patriotic veterans organization. The American Legion is a nonprofit veterans service organization comprised of eligible veterans and military service members from the active guard and reserve forces, whose mission is to foster camaraderie among United States veterans or overseas conflicts, to serve our veterans, the military in our communities, and to advocate on behalf of all veterans. The Hopkins Town Council stands with the American Legion to ensure veterans are respected for their service, always receive their earned entitlements, and are recognized for the sacrifices they and their loved ones have made on behalf of this great country. So a little trivia. couple 20 years now. Well, yeah, it is 20 years. 2003, when the Iraq War kicked off, there were more reserve units that were deployed than active duty within the first 2 to 3 years. I know some people that were reservists, whether it be a firefighter, policeman, teacher, town manager, okay, who did an unprecedented 5, 6, 7 tours. So your average day person who's in the reserves or in the American Legion, hey, guess what? You're going away for a year. Same way as I did. When I was active duty, 9/11 happened. Yeah, guess what? You're going away for 16 months. So that's how the cycle starts. But this is something that I'm near and dear heart to near and dear to my heart. Anything we do with veterans, as you know, we have a veteran service officer here in town. We have a couple members of the post-16, the American Legion. I think this is a good thing to recognize. 106 years is a long time. Councilors?
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to vote to provide the American Legion with a proclamation in honor of the 106th anniversary.
Second,
Motion on floor second, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, I.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
Gary, aye. Thank you, councilors. Please do not leave tonight because instead of just me signing it, we're all going to sign it. Looks a lot better. So
Okay.
see Maria for you. All right. Thank you. Do you guys want to say anything real quick? Rich, you want to say anything? Charlie, want to say anything?
No, he said no.
My name is Rich Lavoy, Hopkinton resident. I do belong to the Post 16 in Westerly. Great group of guys. We are celebrating this year is 2025. We are celebrating actually 105 years. Our 100th year anniversary was 2019 to 19. Wait a minute.
I can look.
I didn't forget myself. 1919 to 2019. That's our 100th year anniversary. We will be at the Elks Club this Thursday. Public is welcome, and I'm sure a few of the members here will be there. I hope to see anyhow. We are celebrating our 100th anniversary, not 105, 100. And the reason is during COVID, apparently the commander at the time, he got sick. He was trying to plan this. He ended up passing.
Yeah, I don't think
So it just fell to the side. This year we picked it up and we're making it go. So we are celebrating our 100th year anniversary as American Legion.
That's great. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't meet together. You make that minor correction, Nate? Excellent. All right, where we at here?
Unfinished business.
Finished business, yeah. All right, move forward, unfinished business. Discuss and consider possibly vote on a motion to either approve or reject zoning ordinance amendment on the Hopkins Code of Ordinances Appendix A regarding neighborhood gasoline service stations following completion and closure of the public hearing. I need to open the public
No,
hearing.
it's done.
Public hearing, I don't have a
We
record of
closed
that. I thought you would have closed it.
We did. Didn't we close it?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
close it.
I thought so.
So we're just doing a vote.
Yeah.
Counselors, where you at?
Mr. President, I make a motion. We make an amendment to allow neighborhood gasoline service stations.
Second.
Motion on the floor, second. Opposed?
Wait, wait.
Abstained? All
Can
in
you
favor?
mix, you're saying the standard
Yes,
ordinance? the
our standard ordinance. That's
Standard.
all I'm voting on.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was my motion.
That's where we leave off. One second. All in favor?
James, I.
Davis, aye.
Roy, I.
Burns, aye.
Gary, aye. Excellent. All right. Hey, is Brian, any chance she's on?
She is not, she said 7:45. I don't know if you want to do the president's notes. or-
Yep, we'll
Yeah,
go, move
go.
forward.
If not, we can just proceed and.
Yep.
I mean, we could start with the public hearing
I've been trying to.
and she could join. We have Sherry here.
Yep.
Whatever way you want to do. Either we do, well, let's do the president's notes and get it over with.
Okay. President's notes, me, realignment of liaison assignments. So Vice President Burns is transferring economic EDC to Council Roy, correct?
Yes.
Yes, everybody in agreement?
Can I speak on that?
Sure can.
Mr. President, I want to let you know that with the opportunity to bring EDC back together after many, many years, met very many wonderful people. However, they are all retired. They all have a different time frame than I do. And it is very hard, as they know, for me to get to their meetings. And I feel it is unfair to them just as much as it's unfair to me to be able to attend. So Roy has reached out to me. Roy has gone to their meeting. Excuse me, Council Roy.
Thank you, sir.
And has expressed much interest in it. So I only feel that it's right and honorable to give you a counselor that has time in the afternoon that meets your schedule. But I thank you, and someday, you never know, I might pop in.
There you go.
All
All
right.
right. Noted. All right. Do you want to take a 10-minute recess, Brian?
It's up to you. Oh, she won't want to.
Open the hearing.
Well, is she on or not?
We got Sherry.
She's not, no, she said she's trying to get here as quick as she can. She said 7:45 would be probably early.
I think that most questions probably can
Yeah.
be addressed by Sherry or I, and then
All right.
whatever else
Yeah,
Ashley
we can
can, the planner can help when she arrives.
All right.
Well, Sherry's very familiar with the subject.
All right. So here we go. So we're
Hearing.
gonna make a motion to open up the public hearing.
I make a motion to open up a public hearing for a proposed zoning ordinance amendment regarding farm winery.
Second.
Motion on the floor, second, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, I.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
Fury, aye. Open up a public hearing on wine amendment on Code of F Ordinance Appendix A zoning regarding winery. Purpose of this amendment is to revise Section 2 definitions, to add a definition for farm winery, revise Section 5 district use regulations to show when this may be permitted, and Section 5.6 farm winery, which specifies requirements for this purpose only.
Okay. I have a question on page 7, which is part of section 5, district use regulations. At the top of the page, it says, officer to determine which use classification a proposed use is governed by, notwithstanding any other provisions of this section. And then it talks about accessory dwelling units shall be permitted only as provided in section 5.2. I don't know why that's in there.
That's existing in the ordinance right now. In the district use table, when you go into the zoning ordinance and you go to section 5,
Yes,
this is the preamble, so to speak, to the district use table. So that's existing
okay,
right now.
all right, that was
Yeah,
one
this
question.
is not amending anything having to do with
Right.
accessory dwelling.
Okay, on page
Yes.
8, okay, on page 8, we're talking about section 3C. It says solids from brewing, fermentation, or processing shall not be discharged into drains and must be managed through reuse, for example, composting or animal feed, or otherwise properly disposed of in accordance with RIDEM guidelines. My question is, I guess want to know how that's really going to happen. And then D says evidence of conformance with these standards may be required as part of the permitting authority's review and inspection process, and I'm thinking should be required.
I can answer that. Unless you want to answer, I can answer it. Yeah, it's just like anything, like a restaurant, say like a restaurant that uses oil and stuff like that. They
Mhm.
have to keep a state log of.
They have specific
right, barrel
guidelines.
One has this, because the state can come in, DEM, and even food safety come in and say, let me see the logs, where do you store them, how do you get rid of them? It's almost like hazmat. I go to Sherry's gas station where you do motor oil changes. I pump them out, okay? I have to show that on this day, I went to Sherry's, pumped out 75 gallons of motor oil. You get a receipt, then it goes off to the carrier. That's, yeah, it's a. that's
So
a
do
record.
we require, should we require that they have a log?
I think.
Well, that's
How
going
they're
to be all
doing it?
under DEM standards.
DEM will require them to have a log.
Okay, I don't know that.
DEM regs.
Yeah,
And
much-
I'm going to be honest with you. I did not put this together. Ashley knows a lot more about this than.
I know.
Yeah, I did not put this together. I basically was pushing for the use category along with definitions. So all the other information in here, Ashley was able to pull together. But those would be under DEM guidelines.
DEM guideline.
Mhm.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Well, most.
And then,
Sorry, Counselor, I just wanted to, there is a farm winery license that it's the type of liquor license that you get from the state. And a lot of what's in this ordinance
Mhm.
is directly from the state law and what they're required to follow to keep up and to have that license.
Okay.
So that's where a lot of this came from, like the definitions and different things. And there's a requirement in here about, how much of the product you could, the apples you can bring in from offsite. Most of that stuff is all straight from the state law that they would have to keep up with to keep their or their manufacturer's license or their farm winery license in the state.
Okay. And then further down, under 6, tasting facilities,
Okay, 7.
same on page 8, okay. 6A, okay. Tasting rooms where permitted shall be clearly accessory to the agricultural production and marketing of on-site products. Tasting room areas shall be limited to 30% of the total gross floor area of the facility, which is, I think that most they can have is 1,500 square feet. I think that's what it is. And
I don't think there was a limit on.
I thought I saw it somewhere, maybe not. But anyway, I wanted to know how big that 30% is. And it says that under B, 6B, the primary function shall be the marketing and sale of alcoholic beverages produced on site. And then on page 9, says at D, it says the sale of food shall be confined to the tasting room area of the farm winery. And under events associated with a farm winery shall comply with Chapter 3, amusements and outdoor recreational entertainment. The reason I'm asking all these questions is because my husband brought me this. In the state of Michigan, a town really brought, there were a lot of wineries in this town. And the town council put a lot of restrictions on the wineries. And after 5 years, the wineries sued the town, and the judge said that they had prevented them to make any money. And so they fined the town $49 million. Okay, so I want to make sure we get this right. That's where I am.
Well,
Okay.
I mean, right away.
I think that's ridiculous, but I want to make
Yeah.
sure we get it right, and I want to know the possibilities if they're going to have like wedding celebrations. So it's going to be bigger than just the building. They may make a bigger building, or they may have it outside and have it, because it's going to be over 5 acres that they have to own. So it could be really expanded out there.
That's what I was thinking too,
But-
because all my notes in here is like, what about weddings? What about
Well,
weddings?
here's the thing, just like anything, this is just the ordinance. To do that, they would have to come and apply for all that stuff
Event.
prior
Mhm.
to. This is just the ordinance. I'm not worried about what
Okay.
they do down the road. We need to just worry about the ordinance. And if an event like that comes up, they'd have to come before us. Plus, they have to file for a liquor license or an event.
Oh, they're getting a liquor
Right.
license
Well-
because they're selling cider.
Yeah, I
hard
mean,
cider.
I mean, there's all kinds, I mean, like a lot of places that have weddings outdoors, they'll have the catering company come and
Yeah.
the catering company that has the
Right,
liquor
exactly.
license. So, but yeah, I mean, an event would require a separate event permit.
Mhm.
And then, if it's, say weddings or something, I mean, some of those things might be uses that are prohibited in this zone.
Well,
So-
Right.
I think, I will say, for my heart, I think I like weddings. I think that this is a good thing for a farm,
Absolutely.
because really being a farmer is not an economic way to make a living. You need help. And I think that this is a wonderful alternative.
Absolutely.
I do too.
And
just,
this is not, and they're not, it's not a wedding venue. It's just what Rhode Island general law permits under that farm
Mhm.
winery license.
I mean,
No
we-
more, no less.
we see all the great things, the winery down on Langworthy Road in Westlake.
Mm-hmm.
What's the other one over in Connecticut? Edwards, they have a big.
Jonathan
dates and all
Edwards.
that. So this is something that could grow,
Absolutely.
us thinking, but whatever they want to do. But I mean, this is something that could be very incredible tourist attraction, and good thing for the local folks too.
Mhm.
I just want to make sure we
I agree.
cross our T's and dot our
Absolutely.
I's.
So
That's
with
it.
this ordinance here, though, tasting rooms the farm winery, it says, tasting rooms, agricultural events, and seasonal retail may be permitted where allowed by zoning. So when you say it might not be zoned for like celebrations or weddings like that, that's on an individual basis?
That would be
obviously,
individual.
Where they're located in the town. You're not
Right.
gonna have a wedding right next to a neighborhood.
Right, so if a commercial wedding venue is something that's prohibited by zoning, then it's prohibited.
Okay,
If it's a wedding for a family member or something like that, then you need an event permit or, a food truck festival.
right.
You
Okay.
remember a couple of
Yeah.
years ago,
Yeah.
Jerry
On page
said-
7, it is where the permit on page 7, it says it's permitted in RFR 80, neighborhood business and commercial and manufacturing areas.
Right, that's
Zoned
what
areas.
I had
Yeah.
commercial, it says permitted.
Yep.
So that's why I had that marked off. I just wanted to make sure that
Mhm.
these people who apply to get wineries and think they're gonna have these grand events and they have all these big plans, and they're like, I'm opening this business, it's gonna be great, and then they're like a brick wall.
Yeah, well, there might be some things that might be allowed if you opened one in the commercial zone as opposed to the RFR 80 zone.
Correct.
Okay,
And remember too, in the RFR 80 zone, it requires that minimum 5 acres.
5 acres,
right,
yeah.
yeah,
So
Right.
there's going to be some space between them and their neighbors.
good.
That's a good thing about us, we're far apart out there. Any other questions for Sherry?
No, I'm good with it.
I'll entertain a motion to close the public hearing.
Well, do we,
We could ask other
Does
people.
anybody have any questions? Any favor from the public? Make a comment? I think everybody's happy with the whole idea, especially the EDC.
we should also see if the town planner was able to join us.
Is she here?
No,
Yes, she's on it.
Oh, okay.
I'm here. We're good. Thank you, Ashley.
No,
Or-
listen to her.
Go ahead, Ash.
Ask her if she had anything to say.
Ash, did you have anything to add? I think Sherry.
I don't, unless you have any specific questions. I've been listening to your conversation, but I can answer any specific questions you have.
I'm good.
I appreciate you coming on.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ash.
Thank you.
Sorry, I was a
Ah, no
little
worries.
late. I couldn't be there in person.
It's all right. Sherry did it. Sherry filled in very well for you. Thank you,
Thank you,
Ash.
Sherry.
I make
To close
I
the
make a
public-
motion to close the hearing and to set a date to consider adoption of this ordinance.
Second.
September, what's all, we gotta pick a date, September 2nd.
Or the 15th.
Second,
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
now do it again. That's what.
Okay, I make a motion to to close the hearing and set the date of 9/2/25 for considering adoption of the ordinance.
Second.
Motion on the floor, second, all in favor?
James, I.
Davis, I.
Roy, I.
Burns eye.
I think it's a great idea.
Yes, it is.
Well done to everybody in playing. Thank you, Ashley. Thanks, Sherry.
Thank you.
Thank you for asking questions. There were some questions out there, both. That's always good. All right. We're gonna do public comment, then we're gonna adjourn. Public comment. Brian, anybody online? Anybody got anything? Going once, going twice? All right. Couple things. What was the date for the Hope Valley ambulance?
Mr. President, on September 21st, there will be a motorcycle run that will benefit Hope Valley Ambulance Squad. It will be held at Richmond Smoke. It's also open to the general public. If you don't have a motorcycle, you can attend for $10, and that includes food and entertainment. And all proceeds will go to the Ashway Ambulance Squad.
Excellent.
So
Maybe
if
get a-
it's a motorcycle,
You don't have a Jeep? You don't have a
You
motorcycle?
like,
can
so
actually
if
have a
I
Jeep as
have
well.
like a motorized bicycle.
That's not gonna work.
Put your helmet on. You also have. Actually, those are e-bikes, that's pretty cool.
I'm just
Uh,
making sure.
All right, well, if you don't have a Jeep or a
Just pay
motorcycle,
$10.
you can pay $10. Maybe you can get the flyer for it and give it to Marita.
Yes, I'll get one and drop it off for you.
Before we adjourn, I am gonna adjourn in someone's name.
Yes.
Hope everybody has had a great summer. We got a good weekend coming up soon, the holiday. Enjoy it, be safe. Councilors, I would like to adjourn in the memory of Richard Rippy Serpa. Great guy. For somebody who don't know him, he ran Rippy's on Route 2 in Charlestown. Salt of the earth, always involved in the community. Was a good friend to Hopkinton. Good friend to me when I first started in politics 10 years ago. It's sad. The good ones always go first.
I'd also like to add congratulations to Lovewell Farms LLC in Hopkinton. They received a grant for manufacturers from Governor McKee, $6,980.
Excellent.
So we should congratulate them.
Congratulations, farm. What was the name of the farm?
Lovewell Farms, Lovewell Farms in Hopkinton.
Excellent. We
Okay.
like that was money. Motion to adjourn?
Mr. President, I make a motion that we adjourn for the evening.
Second.
James, I.
Davis, aye.
Roy, aye.
Burns eye.
Okay.
We're all adjourned.